the universe that I see. According to the existing definitions for time and space, both are unlimited. Time from the past and future in place from all directions. It is not easy to imagine that time and space are unlimited, but until we have new definitions for these two, we have to think like this. Regarding time, it may be possible to reach a circle of repeating or almost repeating events. In the case of space, you can limit yourself to visible space, but this content is not a justification for the limitedness of time and space. Our story begins with the Big Bang. Or we start the story here. 13 billion years ago, we had only one very big black hole with a weight equivalent to the visible universe. In my opinion, there is a limit to the weight of a black hole, and if its weight exceeds this limit, the collapse will occur, not an explosion. This collapse continues until the weight of the black hole reaches its stable weight. The weight limit of the black hole can be calculated. There is still a very large black hole in the center of our universe, whose gravitational force is responsible for the formation of our universe. According to the shape of our universe, the idea of explosion seems a little unlikely, because the explosion takes place in all directions, but the density of the universe is not the same in all directions. In my opinion, the gradual collapse, in order to reduce the weight of the black hole, reach a stable weight more it is acceptable from the explosion. This collapse or explosion causes the expansion of our universe, until the gravitational force of the central black hole overcomes the expansion force. First, the expansion reaches zero, then the contraction begins and continues until our entire universe rejoins the central black hole, until the weight of the central black hole is out of the stable limit and the collapse or explosion begins again. This process takes billions of years. I think the duration of this repetitive cycle of expansion and contraction lasts about 100 billion years. Now, about space. The size of our universe is the range that the central black hole's gravity affects. I think that both the age and the size of our universe can be calculated in each period of contraction and expansion. Apparently, at the end of the contraction period, everything is gathered in the central black hole and there will be no life in any order. The idea of the complete destruction of the world and its accumulation in a black hole is very disappointing. But the idea of the existence of another state is a little unlikely due to the absence of any stars, planets, and the strong gravity of the central black hole, which pulls everything towards itself, it seems. The only idea available to me is a ship that can work with nuclear fuel for billions of years. Regarding space, we can only make comments up to the visible range, but we can have unprovable hypotheses about beyond this range. The first assumption worlds similar to our world, which are located at a great distance from each other, whose light does not reach each other, nor do they have an attractive effect on each other, indefinitely. The second assumption, only unlimited empty space. The third assumption, a combination of empty space and worlds similar to our world indefinitely, which are stuck in the cycle of contraction and expansion. In my opinion, the third assumption seems more correct than the other two assumptions. That is, our world is located among the infinity of other worlds that have no effect on each other and are all stuck in the cycle of contraction and expansion.